Today we are going to discuss the electric potential and capacitors level A. We have different level B, level C, D and E. Level A consists of only the concepts, and the students who are going through the level A, they will get up around 50%, around 50 marks, 50 to 65 marks. This is the range they will get. Level A, they will get 40 to 50 marks, right? Short time course. And level B, 50 to 70 marks they will get. It includes some problems. Level C, 60 to 80. And level D, 70 to 90 and 80 to 100 and so on. This is an international level we are going to do it, right? This is for NEET exams, NEET on IIT, right? IIT, JEE, that level. When we say in the final exam, you will get around 80 to 100 marks. 100 marks, that is different. But this is all for competitive exams as is international level. International level. This is for national level. National level and international level we do it. Students who just to get through or around 60% to get, you can go through that. See, coming back to that, what do you mean by the potential? Suppose you have a body, you are adding some charge to this. When you add a charge to this, what happens? Its potential increases. What do you mean by adding a positive charge? That means removing an electrons. Yes, right? In order to add a charge, I have to do some amount of work, small amount of work. If I do a small amount of work, I have to do work, then potential increases. See here, when you spend work, potential increases, right? Increase in potential are the expenses of work. Remember, this concept is important. Whenever I write, there is a rise in potential because loss of work, because of work done against the field direction. Therefore, what you write, rise in potential is equal to work done against. Now see, charges are stationary. Remember, positive charge, negative charge and all that. This is attracted, this is repel. Negative repel, positive attract. Negative repel, positive attract. And this any stationary charge is called what? Conservative. See, what type of force? The force between them is what? Conservative force. Therefore, any charge is stationary, the force is called what? Conservative force. Therefore, Coulomb, see, when the entrance exam, they will ask the CET question, CET exams, CET or any entrance. Coulomb's force between two stationary charges, conservative or non-conservative. You tell it is conservative. What is the work done? Suppose electric field, this is the body, electric charge. I given some charge on this. Electric field is coming in this direction. This is the direction. The direction which electric field acting. Now, if you keep a unit charge here, it experiences a force. This is force on unit charge. Is it not? Suppose I shift it from here to here through a small distance dx. Therefore, what is the work done? Small work done. This is called small amount of work done is equal to force acting on a charge into displacement. This is called displacement. Your work done against the field direction. This is called against the field direction. This is same as what? Rise in potential. Then what is the total work done? So therefore, total work done against the field direction is equal to, I have to integrate it here, right? Okay, integrate F into dx. This is understood as test charge. You leave as it is. This is minus. Therefore, expression for potential, this is a simple expression. But definition of a, see, for 1 mark they will ask you. 1 mark. Definition, define electric potential. Define electric potential. at a point, that is important, at a point. See, there is lot of different electric potential at a point. That means at this point I want to find P is some point. At this point I have to find out electric potential at this point. How to define electric potential point? Here I keep a unit charge, some unit charge or some charge, right? Some charge or unit charge I am keeping at where? At infinity. At infinity what? Force is what? 0. At infinity force is 0. That means this charge will not experience any force because field at infinity is 0. Now I am bringing this charge from infinity. See, it is at infinity now. From here to here I am bringing it from infinity to that point. I have to do work. This is called total work done. That is what? Total work done by an external force. This is what is the force? It's an external force. Total work done by an external force from bringing a charge from infinity to that point against the field direction. That is what? Against the field direction. It's called potential at that point. Can you follow? Remember, I am writing. See, this is for 1 mark. 1 mark. See, I think your college notes or your guide or tuition notes, you can refer any one of that. Or if not, this is a more important. See, total work done within the electric field. Within the electric field, you have to write it. Work done by external force, bringing unit faster against the field direction. Against the field. These are the words are very, very important. Okay, to do that. And again, see, you need not this is not direction. It does not depend on the path. You bring it anywhere, right? Anywhere, not only this direction. It is in direction. Therefore, the work done by the electrostatic force in moving a charge from one point to other point, suppose from here to here or anywhere, it does not depend upon the path. It does not depend on the path. Very, very important. The material, you bring the past some charge from anywhere to that point here. Okay? Now that is, see, what is this? Electric potential energy. Electric potential energy. This is electric potential energy. I am bringing some charge from somewhere and bringing at that particular point. Suppose I bought it here. I bought it, a charge somewhere here. It has got some energy. I am doing some amount of work from where I am getting and keeping here. Right? Understood? Now, let me call this is called a positive charge for my convenience. Once you have a charge here, what will happen? It produces a electric field in all directions. Is it not? All directions is 3 dimensions. Imagine. All directions. A gravitational field. Now, I want to find some point. Here, repulsion will be maximum. If you keep a unit positive charge, I keep 1 coulomb, repulsion is maximum. If I keep that 1 coulomb, it is less. As you go away from here, repulsion is decreases. Suppose I take one particular point P, this point, which is at a distance of what? R. R from the position of the charge. Position of charge is A. I am keeping a point. My aim is to find what is the potential at this point. This is potential energy at the point. Potential energy at a point. Energy of a charge, potential energy of the point of the charge. That means potential energy of the charge. Right? Potential energy, if you remove this one. Potential energy of a charge. It is the work done in bringing the charge from infinity to that point. You can say. But more important is this. They will ask you this only. What is the question they ask? Potential. That is what? Electrostatic potential at a point. Right? At the point. Right? How to define? It is work done at this point. See at this point, what is the work done in moving a unit positive charge from infinity to that point. Infinity to that point against the field direction. Right? Therefore, electrostatic potential at the point is defined as what? Work done in moving a unit positive charge from infinity to that point, right, against the field direction. Against the field direction in electric field. Right? Now, don't bother about the charge here. Charge is not coming into the picture. Now, what is the question? What is electrostatic potential? If I were a student, I will remember several times. Right, I will clarify. Unless or otherwise I clarify, I can't simply make it up. See, I know the problem is how a student has to understand. That's why I am doing it. Right? Electrostatic potential at a point. Here, don't bring the picture of charge. Here, electric field is there. How the electric field? Because some charge or something else. I am not bothered. Here, some electric field is there. I want to find potential at that point. What is that? You better forget this. If you don't want, you don't read the first level. Don't want this. Okay? Well, not even one time they have asked in the question paper this. Define what is it? Electric potential energy. They have not asked. They have asked this only. Electrostatic potential at the point. What is electrostatic potential? There are two ways. What is they have asked? Define electrostatic potential due to a point charge they have asked. That is the problem, confusion. Right? Define electrostatic potential due to point charge. Therefore, here you remember electrostatic potential, it is a unit C. It is the work done. What is that? Again what? It is the, I am bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to that point against the field direction. Field direction is this direction. The total work done from infinity to that particular point P is called potential at the point. Correct? Okay? Remember, I have written the definition. This definition only read it. This is 1 mark. Right? What is electrostatic potential at the point? See, this is the electric field. Remember, you put the picture. This is electric field. There is a point P. P is the point. How to imagine? There is a electric field. This only I will write it again. There is a electric field. Okay. Here, there is particular point. P is some point. Here, I want to find the potential at the point. What is the potential at the point? This is within the field. What is the total work done? What is the total work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to that point against the field direction, because field is this direction, no? Against the direction of the field. Field direction is this. 2-3 times you write, don't miss the word. This word is very, very important. You have to write like that only. See, if I bring, what is the work done? Suppose work done is equal to 5 joules to bring 1 coulomb of charge. Then what is the potential at this point? Potential at the point is said to be what? Potential at the point is what? 5 volt. If I get another 1 coulomb of charge, suppose 1 plus 1, 2 coulomb of charge. Suppose 2 coulomb of charge I am bringing here, okay, at this particular point. According to this, what is the work done? For 1 coulomb you have 5 joules. For 2 coulomb, it is 10 joules, right? 10 joule. Then what is the potential at this point? 10 volt. Suppose 3 coulomb I have. Suppose Q is equal to 3 coulomb. What is the work done? The work done in bringing 3 coulomb against the electric field, at the point. Work done is equal to how much? 15 joules. Therefore, work done per coulomb is 5 joules. The work done per coulomb is called potential. You understand now? Now, the question is this. If W is the work done to move a charge Q is 3 coulomb, a charge Q from infinity to a point P, against the field direction, then what? V is what? Electrical potential. Then potential at P is equal to V equal to work done by unit charge. That means joules per coulomb. It's called volt. Therefore, what is volt? Volt is joules per coulomb, or volt is equal to joules per coulomb. Right? See, this is the asked in entrance exams. CET. Here also CET. Right? NEET also they will ask all this. Therefore, remember, you have got one formula. Potential is equal to work done by charge. Okay? What is the SI unit of? What is the SI unit of electric potential? What is the answer for? Joules per coulomb. The question, what is the SI unit? This is what SI unit of electric potential. Joules per coulomb is called volt. You understood? Therefore, just go through this properly. Now, I have a charge Q here. Now, Q1. Okay, now charge Q1. Now, I will bring another charge Q0, say. Q2. I am bringing a charge Q0 from infinity to that particular point P. You know, you don't bother about this. This is potential due to this charge, is it not? Potential due to the charge is this. Now, if R is a distance, you have one derivation. What is the derivation? Remember, if there is a charge Q and P is some point P which is at a distance R, two things are there. One is electric field at this point in this direction. Correct? Electric field. And next another one is what? Potential at the point. It is not a direction, it is a scalar. This is a vector. What is electric field at this particular point? Formula 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. What is that? Charge into R square. Force is what? Newton per coulomb. Here what is potential at the point? Potential at the point due to the charge is equal to, again what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Charge by, it is not R square, you have to write R. Here what? Joules per coulomb. Joules per coulomb is called volt. Here there is no unit, that's all, right? You have to remember, this is, you have a separate derivation for 3 marks. This we'll do in the next class, next term, this one, next class. Here, now what I do is, I have a charge here, Q1, there is a particular point, P is the point. Here, what is the potential at this point? Potential at this point is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught charge by, suppose R. This is R. Since this is Q1, therefore I will put Q1. How to read it, how to tell this? This is electrode, consider a charge Q1, right? Suppose consider a charge Q1 and I kept it at A. Okay, somewhere I bought it. So according to this definition, first definition, from infinity I bought the charge and kept it here. It is having some potential energy. It has some electric field. That means consider a charge Q1 to be bought from infinity to at the point A. Right? Now I bought it here, and again what I do is, P is the point which is at a distance of R. Now what I do is, I am bringing another charge Q2. I am bringing a charge at this point. How to define potential? Potential at the point is this. What is potential at the point? Potential at the point is defined as total work in bringing unit positive charge from infinity to that point against the field direction, is it not? If I bring 1 coulomb of charge, the work done is, this is the potential. Understood? As I said, now this is 5 coulomb, 5 volt. I said no, this problem, it is a 5 volt. It is a 5 volt, I said, right? If I bring 2 coulomb, how much? What is the voltage here? 5 becomes 10. If I bring 3 coulomb, 15. Therefore, what I do is, what does this mean? It means it is the V1, V represent, that is V1. V1 represent what? Work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to that point. Instead of unit positive charge, I will bring some charge Q2. Q2 means 3 coulomb I will bring. Right? Then what? What is the work done? The work done, see, consider a charge Q1, okay, at the point A, and potential at any other point, any other point P due to charge Q1 is V1. V1 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 by R, right? This is same as what? Work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to the point P against the field. Its electric field, that is its electric field. If another charge Q2 be bought from infinity to P, I am bringing from infinity to B, then what? What is the work done? Work done is equal to, this is 5 joules for 1 coulomb. Work for 3 coulomb, work done is equal to what? Work done is equal to 5 coulomb into 3 coulomb, correct? 5 coulomb into 3 coulomb. That example, the work done is equal to this. The work is equal to P1 into Q2, that is equal to, V1 is what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 by R. This I am substituting here, and this Q2 is there. Therefore, work done is equal to what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R. This work done is stored. This work done is stored as potential energy. The potential energy is done by U. Therefore, potential energy of the system of the charge 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R. Therefore, defining the electrostatic potential energy. This is called expression for. This is what expression for electric potential energy of system of 2-point charges. 2-point charges in the absence of electric field. Expression for potential energy. They'll ask, what is the expression for potential energy of two system of charge 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R. But Coulomb's law is what? Coulomb's law of force is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. Remember. See, this is a very, very important problem. But 2-3 times, especially for repeaters, they will ask this. Now, where it is useful, that is important. Okay? If you understood this sum, for CET, they will ask all these things. Remember? Okay? Look, where do you get this? Suppose in Bohr's atomic theory, this is a nucleus, and nucleus consists of proton and neutron. Z is number of proton, E is electronic charge, this is protonic charge. These are charge of the nucleus. Charge of the nucleus is what? Plus Ze, right? Here R is the radius of the orbit of an electron, not nuclear radius. This is E is electronic charge and mass of the electron. What will get? This is the velocity of electron. Then what will happen? This is negative, this is positive. What is electrostatic force? Electrostatic force of attraction between what? Nucleus and electron, orbiting electron. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is Q1. This is Q2. Therefore, Q1 is equal to plus Ze. What is Q2? Minus E. What is square of the distance? R square. Therefore, electrostatic force is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Your minus comes out here. Z E square by R square. You know this. Then what is the potential energy? Potential energy is U. U is given by this formula only. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R, not R square. In such case, what? The potential energy EP, you will write it. Potential energy is what? EP. EP is equal to, what is kinetic energy? K is what? EK, they will write it. Potential energy is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. What is Q1 here? Q1 is Ze. Q2 is what? Minus E by R, not R square. Therefore, potential energy is equal to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Ze square by R. Now, this you are going to do, obtain an expression for radius of the nth orbit. This I will do in the next, immediately I will do this. For this is the 3 mark. And obtain expression for the energy of the electron, the nth orbit. And what is Bohr's theory? What is it? Remember, kinetic energy is equal to what? Half mv square, you know. What is centripetal force or centrifugal force? mv square. Instead of 2 you put r. You can remember, right? Remember. Now, next immediately I will do one expression for this. This definitely you are going to get this. Okay? Then I have to do the expression for potential at this point. This is also 3 mark. 3 or 4 mark. And this also 3 or 4 mark the last. See, now our aim is to gain the mark, right? Gain the mark. And this, you work it out immediately, this potential at the point, and as well as potential energy of the system of charge. 2-3 times you have to work it out. Now, in the same chapter, I am going to do what is the Bohr's theory, right? For 3 postulates that I'll do work out the expression for the energy, because you should not forget this. A few problems I'll do it, then I'll do it off. Okay? Thank you. Now, you please revise this. The next we are going to do what? Potential, next class. Potential due to a point charge. Here there will be a charge will be there. There is some charge will be there. Now, you have to find the potential at this point. What is the potential at the point? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught charge by R, where R is this one. The next expression for the energy and radius, wave number, all that things for Bohr's theory I will start. It will be easy to do it, right? Okay, thank you.